Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got an audio system demo of the 2013 Volkswagen Passat and its 8-speaker audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at the original infotainment system, take a look at speaker locations, audio inputs, listen to some sample tracks, get out on the road, listen to those tracks while we're rolling. I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at the car. This 2013 Passat SE is actually Alissa from Daily Motor's vehicle. Served her well over the years that she's owned it, but she's decided to move on to another vehicle, and therefore this one will be going away. So couldn't put off filming a sound test any longer, so we decided to do our first used car sound system review. Now we typically do this test with uncompressed lossless WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system. But because this doesn't have a USB-A port, I wasn't able to use my USB stick, and we're just going off of my phone through Bluetooth. We still have the high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you a realistic impression for this sound system. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults, so let's take a look at those now. Press this little music note here to bring up the sound settings. You have your standard front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance. Above that, you got treble, mid-range, bass. Let's go through those now. On top of that, we have a volume adjustment, which will allow you to set your maximum volume that you are able to turn the vehicle up to, speed-dependent volume control, and then a touchscreen tone option. So you can see if we choose that, then every time we click on something, it makes a little beep. We're going to leave that off for the rest of the test. For audio controls here in the Passat, you've got a nice volume knob. The left side of the screen here, it's easy to turn, good detents. You also have volume controls on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you've got the touch screen, you've got this rotary knob, you've got 2 buttons here, and you also have 2 buttons by the volume controls on the steering wheel. Speaker locations in the Passat. You've got 8 speakers, starting down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, door tweeter up there, and then 7, 8 on the other side. For audio inputs, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, CD player, Bluetooth, and an SD card slot, as well as a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, you don't have a USB-A or C, and you definitely don't have any Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, seeing as this is a 2013 car before that came out. All right, nice, quick, and easy. Let's start it up, get on the road. noticing listening to this complex song here, lots of loud sounds coming through the speakers. The Passat does a pretty good job at maintaining audio integrity at the higher end, kind of the middle to high, and then middle. It's a little bit boomy and echoey for certain songs, but for this sort of song it doesn't sound too bad. Definitely noticing the lack of any sort of woofer or subwoofer, heavy bass speaker to carry this type of music, but I appreciate that it's at least not coming through harsh in my ears. This next song, we'll go into the audio settings and turn the bass all the way up, see how the Passat handles it. Expecting some degree of distortion. That actually doesn't sound too bad even on this song. I think if I were listening just casually, I would maybe put the bass about right here. Yeah, that's a little bit of extra power. Anyway, let's switch on, put that all the way up, switch back to our bass song. Oh wow. Getting a little bit of mirror shakage, at least in the outside mirror. Not quite as much distortion and floppiness as I was expecting. It's certainly not heavy bass, but it's hitting. Really not too bad. Wrapping up my thoughts here on the 8-speaker Passat SE audio system, not too bad. I think it's a pretty good example of a dead 5 out of 10 audio system. It works decently well. This older screen, surprisingly, is pretty responsive, very easy to operate, not a whole lot of convoluted newer infotainment stuff going on. Would have appreciated, like I said a little bit earlier, some sort of lower end speaker to give me some thumps and bumps, but the fact that the speakers don't completely fall on their face and give me an awful distorted sound the way Hondas do when you turn them way up, that's pretty respectable. So I think, objectively speaking, all things considered, 5 out of 10 on this car for sound quality. Now, when you bring into account the fact that it is a 2013 vehicle, it was a mid-level trim, I'll probably bump it up to about a 6 if you're buying a used car. This isn't too bad. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you found that useful. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.